Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a little bit more work on Komorebi, the tiling window manager for Windows, specifically the static config branch. So I'm just going to catch you all up on the latest changes. Um, we went through and made sure that everything had doc strings so that when we're doing auto completions using JSON schema, all of that information comes through. Offline, I renamed this to komorebi.example.json. I'm not sure if I'm going to ship exactly this, or I know I'll do something with this. I'm still not 100% sure. We've got the default workspace and container padding across all workspaces, which is pretty nice. And I added a new arg for the start command. So let me expand up. Here we have the arguments for the start command. So usually a lot of people will run with await configuration. I added this WHKD flag, which means that, yeah, if you have passed that WHKD flag, you will, here it is. Yeah, you'll have WHKD stop for you. And this essentially deprecates, let me get this up on the side. So if you're using the PS1 script, PowerShell script, this basically deprecates all of this, right? Because the last thing that we needed the PowerShell script for was to do this, to start WHKD if it's not started already. Now we're even doing that, which is very, very cool. So let's just see that in action. We're going to stop this. Komorebi C start minus C. We're going to do Komorebi .json. Cool. Why don't I make sure that WHKD is being killed? So it's not running, right? And we'll add the WHKD flag. There we go. Komorebi is started, then it's run this little PowerShell snippet, and so I'll do my navigation working as expected. Beautiful. So I was thinking about what we could add to this today, what is missing. And I think individual rules are missing. So, but I'm not sure if I have an example of this actually. No, I don't. Maybe there'll be an example in the issues, in one of the recently closed issues. Let me see. Maybe I'll have flow rule somewhere in here. And the closed. Yeah, basically like a space to put these in the configuration, because right now you can load float rules, manage rules, and all of that stuff. You can load them if they're all in this file, but it would be nice to just be able to have some overrides here, right? So why don't we step into our static config and let's just add some stuff at the bottom, right? Always good. Let's just add some stuff. So we'll have here floatables, option, ID with identifier, right? Individual window floating rules. Well, if it is more than one rule, we're going to make sure that that is a vector. Float rules, manage rules. Yeah, let's do that. Something here is not happy. Option. Oh no, it is happy. Computer is just slow. Individual window force manage rules. You know what might be an even better place to look is the application specific configuration repository. So we got float identifiers, border overflow, tray and multi-window. There we go. Border overflow rules. Overflow rules. Got a little lost there. Individual border overflow rules, then individual tray rules. What is the name of the command actually? Identify tray application. Identify border overflow application. All right, so these are not so much rules, but applications. Tray and multi-window applications. So identify border overflow applications. Identify tray and multi-window applications. You know what? An even better place to look is the frickin' schema, right? All right, application options. These are what we've got. So border overflow, tray and multi-window, force manage rules, layered applications, and application name change applications. Let's make those configurable too. Layered applications and what was the last one? Object name change applications. Identify applications that send object name change. Is that what it is? Object name change event. Event object name change. That's the one. Send on launch. Very rare. 132 styles layered. Just want to make sure I get the right style name so people can Google them. Identify applications that have the extended window style. WSX layered. Damn, that's a lot of stuff. Now how the hell are we gonna actually propagate all of that information? So there are two parts to the static config. There is a preload and a postload, and actually I guess the postload should come after in the in the implementation that would make a bit more sense. So I think it makes sense to add these in the preload. If you're wondering why there is a preload and a postload, let's take a quick look at that. So this is the preload bit, right? So the preload is stuff that can go into the creation of the window manager struct, and the postload here is stuff that needs to be applied to the workspaces and the monitors, to the window manager in general after it's been initialized. Like it requires certain runtime information to have been returned from the Win32 API before they can do those configurations. So, yeah. Just 1 second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, where was I? Preload and postload. So we're gonna add this new stuff in the preload because we're already loading all of these things from the app specific configuration path. So I think we'll do some, let's do some pasta, copy pasta, that is. Okay, we want all these here as well. Oh, I want to, all right, you know what? I'll just get the lock on everything once. Right? Because there's no point in reacquiring the lock. This is like a one-shot preload. So value, I guess, is our config. Right, so float rules. If let sum float rules equals that. If that's some float. All right, how about we do that for f in float? Ooh, yeah, for f in float, and we're just gonna do that all the way down because we're lazy. Next we'll do object name change options. Oh, yeah. Frick. That's not what I wanted. All right. Object name change identifiers. No, that's also not. What do I even, why am I even here? Sometimes you just blank, and right now I'm just blanking. Okay, this is a vec of ID with identifier, so I'll call this identifiers. Right, and then we're gonna loop through each of the identifiers. Identifier in identifiers. Right. And then identifier dot ID, I think is what we want here. Is that right? Is that right? And you know what? For clarity's sake, I'll rename that too. Sweet. Okay, so that's one. Then the next one here is layered. So we'll do the same thing here. Layered applications. Layered. Then after layered, we have border overflow. But one of the really, really nice things about working on a code base that has reached a certain level of maturity is that a lot of new development is basically just copy paste. Yeah, so if you are worried about how much code you might have to write from scratch if you wanted to contribute to Komorebi, do not worry. There's a very good chance a lot of it is just going to be copy paste. Okay, border overflow, tray and multi-window. Tray and multi-window. Tray and multi-window. And the last one is, I'll put them here. So that together they're going to be the manage rules. Manage identifiers, that's what they're called. Manage identifiers. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Let's run a little cargo check. Cargo check looks good. And why don't we build? Let's build. And while we're building, we can... Oh, wait, no, we can't do that. Yeah, I mean, how should we do this? Because I would like to test that the individual suggestions are coming up with the autocomplete, right? So let's do that. Let's get it started. Static config schema. Let's get that up here. And let's update what we have. Where did I put that schema file? Here it is. You can see that it's got some additions here. Very nice. Yeah, let's just... we want to use the local file here. Okay. Where did my example go? Okay, border overflow applications. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Kind. Oh, yeah, we love it. We love it. And then let's just put this as not a real application, lol.exe, because we just want to make sure that it's coming through right and being applied. I guess we can do that for all of them. Float rules. Yeah. What others were there? Layered applications. Right. Which other ones are there? Object name change. Yeah. I mean, they're basically all going to be the same. Tray and multi-window. Like, I think that's enough. So let's stop this once more. And let's start, but let's use our example configuration to start. Komorebi C state. This is not a real application. Lol. Yep, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. I don't think I didn't add manage or float I did. Yeah, okay, so that's all coming through. I'm pretty happy with that. We do not need this here. Yeah, I think that's a nice little coding stream. I think this is coming along quite well. Right, we moved the location of this one. We pushed up the locks. We moved that down. Yeah, we're just updating the schema. Yeah, this is looking pretty cool. So I'm gonna update this, but just before I do that, I'm gonna show you how you can get up and running with this if you want to help test it out. So what you want to do is you want to come over to, actually, you know what? Go over to issues. This is now a pinned issue, static configuration loading. You find the latest commit. It's going to have a little green tick. Click on details here, the one with the green tick. Go to summary, and then here you're going to download this zip file, and it contains, I believe, both an installer and the individual Komorebi and Komorebi C exe files. So you can try this out for yourselves, everything that you see me doing. So let us update our commit message. But may be removed later. I'm still not sure how we're going to handle the quick start. We'll come back to that in another session. Individual rules, etc. can also be added directly in the static configuration as one-offs. Yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed. So we're gonna push that. And that is it, right? Yeah, so when you come to this issue now, you'll see this latest one starting with 7.3e or whatever it is, you know, if you've done more work in the future. This will turn into a tick. Okay, let me just run cargo check. Yes, it will turn into a tick. And then, you know, you can go through and find that file that I was telling you about. Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna wrap up here. Before I do, I just want to give a big shout out to all of the current sponsors. We have Aeon, we have Dylan, we have Tobias, we have Alex, we have Julian, and we have Hisayuki. Thank you all so much for supporting. I really appreciate it. If you too would like to become a sponsor, hit the sponsor button. You don't have to sponsor huge amounts. You can just do $1 a month if you would like. It really means a lot to me. It's a huge deal. The other thing that you can do to support me, support the project, is come over to my page and click on the YouTube link. And hey, look, that's me. And then you'll get a little pop-up. Would you like to subscribe? Hit subscribe. Right now we're at 280 subscribers, which I think is pretty cool. We get quite a lot of views, like almost 7,000 views on the quick start. So it'd be cool to push up that number above, I think it's 1,000. so that I can apply to join the YouTube partner program and start getting some ad revenue, all of that good stuff. All right, that is it. Let me know what you think about this. You can drop by the Discord. Discord links here and in the About Discord server. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time, where I think we'll probably try and tackle how we want to update the getting started quick start. Cool. Have a good day, everybody. See you next time.